around this time of the year, guys, at least in South Carolina, probably for a lot of people too, it gets dark early, man. So it's starting to get dark right now. It's about 5:30. I'm in. So you can see it's like starting to get dark. Yeah, I made great progress on my project for my building area. Anyway, take a look at some of the lights because definitely gonna need this. So I was going through my stuff and I was pulling out my headlights because that's like one of the most convenience. I wear the neck lights, and the neck lights serve me very well. I've been rocking these since I stepped on the Snap-on truck. It was one of the first things I bought on the Snap-on truck were these lights. One, because I could afford it. They were like $100. And two, because RVs, a lot of dark little spots, you always need a light. And these lights you can have on your neck and you can pull it off as a regular flashlight. So it worked out good. I can't, now these are good, but they wear out quick. You definitely got to buy these off the truck from your dealer, and you will be swapping them out. I've probably swapped these lights out at least 6 times because of this. And the dealer, he doesn't mind. He does it, no problem. They get floppy. They haven't figured out a way to make this detent last. If you use them every day, 5-6 days a week like I do, this detent will not stay up. And when it works new, it works great because you can have them on your neck. You can point the detent up, and while you're working in a ceiling assembly on an air conditioner or whatever, it's putting the light exactly where you need it at, and it's awesome. But after a while, they get floppy and they don't work so well. It's about time to trade that pair in. This pair, they're the same way. This is the issue. So I normally buy a pair of these every year because they're supposed to only have a year warranty. And so by buying a pair, every year or so, if you ran out of warranty, well, just buy a new pair, and then at least, you'll have a record saying that you're within warranty so you can swap them out. I don't have to do that. I do use them a lot, and when they die, I like to have it. So I like to have at least 2 pair. Sometimes I lose them. So the way it's worked out for me is I bought a pair of those every year or every other year. I bought a pair of those. But those work great before the detents wear out. After the detents wear out, not so great. The light still is nice because you can pull it off and use it as a regular flashlight, and you don't have to carry around a pocket light, a little pin light, something like this little stream light right here that I used to carry around in my pocket. Those eliminated me having to carry around a pocket flashlight as well. So that worked out well. There's some kind of gunk or something on it. So if I can wipe that off, whatever it is. But anyway, about the lights. So these headlights, I had a pair of the new Snap-on headlights that were like they look like these, similar, and then they have the detent. You cannot pull them off. They're permanently attached. And I used them a few times and they were good, but what I ran into with those, they got broke in the wreck, so I don't have them anymore because they broke in half. And I would not buy another pair because they're too bulky. They're too bulky around your head. They feel nice, they're comfortable and all of that. But the problem is when I'm trying to stick my head underneath a sink cabinet where I need that light, the light sticking off from both sides of my head like that, and this little band, I had trouble with that. So I prefer this style of headlight, especially in a situation like that where I need it to be very compact and streamlined. I need a light like these guys, right? Because the headband is very close to my head, It's no bigger than the hat, and it works great. When I used to work for Camping World years ago, and I was on Eli's route, sometimes the Snap-on guys they'll sell other products. You know, they got to make money, and they're not always making best profit margins with the Snap-on stuff. So some things they get like independent stuff. So this was a little headlight, you know, that they sold. This one goes on the side. This part goes in the front, and it has a setting to where you wave your hand in front of it to turn the light on and off. And the problem with this light, whoever makes it, I don't know, because, you know, it's just one of those generic things that they got. Where they have the USB port, it had 2 ridges so it can catch this little waterproofing thing. So it had 2 ridges. Well, that ridge made it very difficult to use any USB charger other than the one that came with it, because the ones that are built nice, they're kind of reinforced up here, and it wouldn't make a secure connection. So what I did was I took my pineapple grinder and I ground those ridges off so that it can fit a regular charger. And now I can actually use the light, because before, like I said, most of the USB-Cs, it didn't fit them. It didn't fit. So because it was hitting the plastic. Other than that, this is good. These are rechargeable ones. Like this one's USB-C. This one is this is a Coast Light. You know, they make a lot of lights. I think this one, there it is on the bottom. This is the old micro USB, and I keep one of those chargers. I got this headlight charging right now with that micro USB. You can see it's on its last, it's almost charged. This one is charged. So that gets to be a little aggravating because we don't really use micro USB anymore, but I still have some devices, and then I have to go hunting for it. So I keep one micro USB plugged in all the time. Even the Streamlight is micro USB. So there's that. Why that buckled up like that? Is there something behind it? Yeah, it is a clevis pin. All right, but you still want to keep at least one old school light that takes batteries, because when you really need this headlight and maybe you forgot to charge these things, you don't have time to wait. So by having one to where you can just pull out a pack of, you know, keep a pack of batteries, of course, and just throw your 3 AAAs in here, there you go. Now, I recently bought, I got to find them, from Harbor Freight, some of the USB-C rechargeable AAAs and 9 volts and AA's. So, and the chargers and stuff. I got to find that bag that has that stuff in it. It's probably in my truck. But that's kind of like the solution. So, like, if you have enough of them, you know, so this takes 3, so I would need at least 6 of the rechargeable ones. But it's just so much easier just to buy a big pack of AAAs and just have them in a drawer or something. You can just throw them in. They get weak or whatever. You in a crunch, it's going to come in clutch for you. You can throw it in the light and you're good to go. You can keep working. So I got this Cobalt, which is old school, takes batteries. Adds to the bulk of the light, but it's in the front, so it doesn't matter. I normally wear a baseball cap. So this doesn't matter. Now, it was a point in time where people were starting, and I gotta find it, man. I had a light. It's a popular manufacturer who makes it, and it had a backwards clip on it, so you can clip it on the duck bill of your baseball cap. So I can't remember the company that makes it, but it was a nice light. The problem I had with it was the button was super sensitive, and it was easy if you had the light in your pocket to activate the light and didn't know it, and then you pull it out and the light's dead. That was the only problem. But it had a swivel clip on it, so the clip could swivel around like on the Snap-on, the clip could move. So what I used to do was, just like on the Snap-on, I would put the clip in front of the button if I had it in my pocket, so that I wouldn't accidentally turn the light on. So I keep a lot of lights because you need them. You know, do you need this many? I do. I typically keep a light in every bag, and then I like to keep some around the toolbox. Now, when I'm working outside, when it gets dark, I have this giant, I don't know, 5,000. It's a very bright light. It takes the Snap-on battery, like the 20-volt thing. It is and you can also use an AC adapter, which is nice. So you can plug a regular drop cord up to it, so if the battery dies, you're not stuck. It also has an emergency roadside lights in the back. There's the I got this on sale from my dealer. He had a hard time selling it. It looks like it's a CTFL 9050. Okay, this is an awesome light. I've had it for a while, and it survived the crash, and I'm glad, because it was expensive. It was like 200 bucks, maybe, or more. I think I got it for like 200 bucks. I don't know how much it really cost, but I think I got it for 200 bucks. So there's that. So yeah, you wanna have your light game up, and then so Snap-on kind of bridged the gap between old school batteries to removable packs to these type of these lights are rechargeable, and they have batteries that are rechargeable. They're proprietary for the Snap-on lights. And one of the viewers was talking about, like, if you drop it or something, the batteries fly out. And the spring door is very good on it. It does have a really good spring door. I never had that problem. I didn't drop mine much. And I normally keep extra. I used to have 3 additional batteries, so I would keep this charger right here full. But I've lost some of these in the wreck. But that way, if when the light goes dead in the middle of me working on something, and normally it was an aqua hot, that's normally when my lights would die, because it takes a lot of time to work on those aqua hots. And they're always in a dark compartment. Then I can easily swap out, and that was a saving grace for these style lights. So I started buying into this system. They don't have a whole lot from Snap-on, and I will buy more of those batteries because I need to have spares to swap out, or it takes away from the functionality of having this type of light. So I got one, and I need another one. This is normally the light I'd be using when I be working on those aqua hots. And there's a door, and let's see how many it takes. Okay, so this is good. This one only takes 1 battery. So now you can see why I had 3, because 2 for that light and 2 for the other light. All right, and this needs to be charged. So let's see if this one's charged, because I got another battery. I use this light a lot. It's in my go bag, and you can charge the batteries while they're in the light, or okay, that one's charged, and that's a perfect example. Battery's low. You got to use it, and now I can just charge this one individual battery, or I can use my fast charger, or I can use it in the light to charge it, and that's why I got that. I got to buy 2 more of those batteries. I'll text my dealer and let them know I need 2 more of those to replace the ones that got lost, so I can have spares for when I'm using these lights. Because when I'm pulling out stuff like this, guys, I really need the light, and I don't have time to be fooling around trying to wait for another light to recharge. That's not an option. Another good option are the tool battery lights, like the Milwaukee lights, the DeWalt lights. I'm definitely going to invest in one of those because I got a gang of batteries and I always got some DeWalt and Milwaukee batteries that's fully charged. Plus those batteries go really large. I got a Craftsman light that takes the Craftsman batteries, and I have 4 amp hour Craftsman batteries. So here's my Craftsman light right here. So I throw that in a put a 4 amp hour on that guy, and this light is going for a long time. And it has like different light settings. It has a hook. So DeWalt makes a version of this. No magnets. It's just it stands up on the battery base, and it has a hook. I think I lost some of the Craftsman batteries. I think I'm down to like 2 of those Craftsman's batteries. I only have 2 left. But here's a small 2 amp hour ones, and I still have 2 of the starts off on high, medium. Okay, 2 settings: high, low, off. Okay, I've used this a lot, and this helps out a lot. The hook, it's always something to hook this to, so this is like nice. And then of course we got the lights. This is like the Icon version of that Snap-on light, and Snap-on is kind of taking one out of Icon's playbook, because the new Snap-on light is made just like the Icon light, except for it's slimmer. Okay, so they're starting to copy the Icon styles, which seems kind of weird and backwards, but they're doing it. So there you go. Or maybe Harbor Freight is getting a hold of their prototypes and bringing them to market quicker. I don't know. I just know that the new Snap-on light it's like the double, you know, it has a thing on both sides and everything. Looks just like the Icon light. So there's that. So also for my people who are the back probes, I bought some more of these so you can see. I needed some anyway, but here is the model number and the part number. These are for the good back probes. The one that I told you, it had like I don't know what it is. It's like some kind of plastic heat shrink looking, and you can twist these and bend these any way you need to. So I bought a couple of those, and then I bought a set. Don't really know what those other little pieces are in there. It's like a screw-on. My Klein, I think one of my Klein meters came with a threaded lead, and you can thread on attachments. Those are threaded on attachments with bullets on the other side. I don't know what you use it for, but if you do and you recognize it, here is the part number on that one. But I just bought it just for the red and the black back plate. In the kit, it comes with the little protective thing. In the singles, it doesn't. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. You're going to throw it away the first time you use it anyway. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on who you are. So, another thing that we need, guys, this time of the year, your heated gear. So for me, that's just heated gloves. I don't need a heated jacket, a heated hat, and all that. Heated socks and stuff. I just wear the right boots. But one thing I find that I do need, because I work in the mechanics gloves, I need a liner, a heated liner. And this is the one I use. I've been using these. This makes a year. These are by Field Shear. And they work well. 2 hours on high, 4 hours on medium, 6 hours on low. And they basically, what I found out from using them last year is that you can run them if I don't. It depends on where you live at. In South Carolina, I can run them on high and get pretty much the day out of them, because at the beginning of the day is the coldest part of the day, and by the time I do those jobs, which I'm turning them off after every job, it has warmed up enough to where my hands aren't painfully cold. And so I run mine on medium. And hold it down, turn it on. So that's high, that's medium. This is the 4-hour setting. This gets me through half my day. And then there's the, oh, I guess it has 4 settings because that's like the lowest setting. But I use the orange setting, which is like, I guess, medium high. High, medium high, low. I can get through a whole day like that because I don't need the gloves on for the whole day. 4 hours is good. So I use the 4-hour setting, and it works really good. Typically, when I start the day, I need them on high. When it's extremely cold outside, I need them on high. I need to get more battery packs for them. Let me show you what the battery packs look like for them. So the batteries are in the cuff. You get these smaller than the size of glove you wear because they have to fit under the glove. The catch-22 in this brand is that with the batteries inside the cuff, it's so hard to get the glove on that you kind of need a larger size. So that's like a catch-22. I've broken these in to where I can get them on even with the batteries in the cuff. Last year I had to wear them before they were broken in. I just stuck the batteries up my sleeve because I couldn't fit them in. So they have these little batteries, these little pouch, probably lithium batteries, and they go in the cuffs. And the battery charger has 2 plugs on it so that you can charge the battery. So these are the batteries. That's what it is. So these are super handy, guys. Having those, that's because when your hands are real cold and you got to keep stopping to stick them in your pockets or your pants or whatever you got to do to make they warm them up so you can keep back working, jumping in the truck and grabbing the heating steering wheel, whatever. It's easier just to spend $150, $200, get you a pair of good heated gloves, and they work. Now I could recommend these because I worn them for a year, and last year and this year, and they work, and I know that they work. I think it's been a year, maybe 2 years, because I remember using them on a tractor a lot too. So when it's bone cold outside and you got to get on the tractor and do work, you know, your hands are pretty cold too, and they work really well for that as well. So I could recommend these. I don't have any experience with the rest of them. I wear a large glove. These are a medium liner, but like I said, the cuff isn't super flexible on these, and the battery, while it's in the cuff, makes them difficult to put on, especially if you wear a watch. So just keep that in mind, guys. But that's a quick video. 23 minutes is quick for me. And I'm going to get out of here, guys. Turn my heat on, plug up my truck, and I will start work again tomorrow.